Carl Mishka. Everybody, today is another video, but this one's also on a different game. This one is called Tiger Knight Empire War. Now, the best way I can describe Tiger Knight Empire War is it's basically a game that is similar to Mount and Blade as well as Total War Arena. It's got fighting mechanics from Mount and Blade, but the rest of it is from Total War Arena. And I think that's pretty interesting. Now, there's no English dialogues right now, so in the tutorial you'll hear I believe it's Mandarin, and they're working on it though. So there will be English dialogue, but as of right now I believe this is Mandarin. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It's fairly easy to follow with the tutorial. You're more or less literally looking at big pictures and just doing what the big picture says. And it's really interesting. This game I like very well. So getting back to actually what this game really is. Okay, essentially what it is you're a general. You're paired up with other generals and you've got a marshal. Marshal basically being the NPC guy who's ahead of all of you. And your job in this game is to either kill the marshal or kill the enemy generals. There's been several games where most of the generals have been killed, but either one ran off, one couldn't be found, or I don't know. So had to kill the marshal, which, you know, marshal's no easy feat. I mean, well, he kind of is a little easy to fight, but he just, you know, it takes time because he's got like 2,000 something health. So it's, you know, not too bad. Now I believe the gear that you're seeing on the guy at the starter right now, that's like in-game gear, I believe, because you don't look like this. You look like a starting off peasant, and you'll see that this is all pre-recorded. A lot easier to do a pre-recorded on this type of game, anyways, because the way it loads up is it loads up a little launcher in Windows mode, and then it launches the game, which is a pain in the ass to actually, you know, set, write, and record. So you'll see some frames kind of rubber band, and you'll see maybe a blank screen here in this one a little bit, because it took me until after this video to actually figure out how to get by that, to not have to do it. So I really didn't want to miss out on some things while I was recording this and doing the tutorials and then my first round. So for the most part, you're gonna see the video itself, but you're also going to have some rubber banding and a black screen for like a very few seconds when I transition from the character creation to the actual gameplay, like in an actual match. Now what you're seeing now is me kicking ass with I don't know what this is called. I want to say Daibo, but I am pretty sure a Daibo is, you know, not correct. What is a Daibo? Let's look this up. What is a Daibo on Google? No, I don't want Diablo. I want Daibo. Am I just making up a word? No, a Daibo is well, this is straight from the BattleNet, actually, two-handed monk only. So it looks to be like a staff. That's interesting. No, I don't want Diablo. Although I do want the first one again. That was a really good one. Third one was crap. Anyways. Oh, I remember this. We're charging into battle on the last part of this tutorial. Where basically you're sieging an encampment and you're on a horse. And you're gonna see my guys and horses, and even my horse, smack head first into these wooden walls and cut some people down, which is fantastic because I have no idea what is up with the horse's head. it is, that's interesting. A horse can just smack into wood and be fine. Let's see, what did the Chinese military back, I can't remember, in 225, mounted cavalry use? Of course. Let's see here. Horses in warfare. I want the Chinese. They had interesting weapons. I don't want. No, I want the Persian. Oh, that's all horse archers. Well, I'm having a hard time finding out exactly what these weapons are called for the mounted cavalry. I used to know at one time, but I no longer do. Ooh, wait. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Hang on. South Asia. Okay. What did you guys use? I'm getting a bunch of names here, but I'm not getting a bunch of weapons. Well, and what I'm doing here is this is the marshal. This is the marshal for the tutorial, and this is usually one of the marshals that you'll find in your conquest modes that you do in, I think, Siege and other things. I'm just riding around on my horse and I'm just shooting him with a bow. It seems like the best tactic, but I'm also missing. I've also noticed with the bow, it's kind of hard to hit. It also goes off to the left. So where you see the reticule, you know, dead center of the screen, that's not how that actually is, especially if it's up close. It's to the left of that reticule a little bit, actually. I've noticed up close, it's to the left of the reticule. At kind of far away, that's when it goes center. So it actually goes in that reticule kind of far away. But up close, it goes left to the reticule, which I didn't know at the time, because I didn't play a little bit. I've played several hours after this fact. I think I'm up to tier 3 units right now, so not too far. And I've got some more videos of this I'm going to record that I've saved, because you can end up saving your gameplay, the video of it, and then you can go back and do it. And then that's the way I'm going to do it, because transitioning from the first part, which is a different window, to the second part, which is this window, and you have to switch back and forth, and I don't have a key binded for it. It caused exactly the same problem that you're going to see in this video, which is kind of this right here, this black screen, and then at another part you're going to see the black screen again, I believe, as well as some rubber banding. Now while this loads, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can read let's see here. The Japanese use gunpowdered weapons and rendered bows obsolete. I know this actually, thank you. But I want to know what kind of weapons the mounted cavalry used, because it wasn't normal spears. Like, they actually had a name, and it was pretty nice, because this thing was pretty well balanced, and you could easily swing it like a staff. But it had a slashing, a metal blade at the end to slash with, and if you got an experienced warrior, you can do some really ninja stuff. That's right, I just said ninja stuff, even though it made no sense. Now in this one, it's teaching, this tutorial is the second one of it, and it's teaching me how to command my army. This is essentially what Conquest mode is, and basically it think of the other guys in here, they're NPCs of course, think of them as other players, and it's teaching me, and whoever watching this, what the points are, where's the camps, and where's the marshal, as well as how to put my guys in formation, how to do their abilities, things like that. And I completely mess up the spearmen. They've got this is their special ability. Well, this is one of them, but the spearmen have a charge ability, and I completely balls it up. Like, I figured they would charge in the way that I'm moving because they're following me. No, they charge in the direction that your mouse is looking at the time, so I ended up ballsing it up completely, and it was just a gigantic pain. But yeah, I'm having a hard time finding, just reading about this and having a hard time finding what the mounted cavalry use. Oh well, I tried. I'll worry about it later. Maybe, possibly. I don't know, I'll probably forget about it. Yeah, I'm gonna get back on my other monitor and get back on this game so I can actually narrate what's going on, essentially. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get my guys in, different kinds of formation. It seems like there's only 3 different types of formation: tight formation, spread out formation, and I think one other, or maybe there's only 2. I still haven't really figured it out myself. But tight formation, is like that. What I just did there was guard, so now they're guarding this area. And I'm trying to put them back into formation. Spread out would have probably been better. Tight formation seems to be good if somebody's, charging you, especially if you're spearmen, because they've got a thing called pike wall, and it's very effective against cavalry units. Here's another thing that I don't like. Yeah, see there's where I ballsed it up completely. I was looking in the wrong direction, and they just started charging that way. But I really don't like mounted cavalry. I think it's difficult to fight on. I'm not a big fan of it, and especially if you get, I can't remember. I want to say pincer mover, but it's not. I don't think it's called the pincer maneuver. It's what Alexander the Great used against cavalry coming towards him, where it would basically start out in a U shape, and then as soon as the cavalry's in there, they would enclose him. Well, I mean, this game you can't really do that, but more or less if you get hung up on troops like that, like what's happening right here, you can't move, and now you're useless because you're no longer mobile. So I really don't like mounted cavalry fighting. I hate it, and I especially don't like it where you can have a horse in this game, and your troops don't have to. If they're not cavalry units, they're not going to have a horse. But also, depending on the equipment that you have, is depending on what faction you're going under. Because I think only one faction, no, 2 factions has mounted cavalry. One's horse archers, the other one, spearmen on horses. But so essentially, you start out as a peasant, and you pick what faction you want to go down. There's 3 right now. Rome is coming, and I can't wait for Rome. I really want to see how it works. And you either level up 1 tier units, goes from archer, heavy unit, or cavalry, or spearmen, or whatever it is, and you're essentially you're part of that unit. Now, if you want to be a little bit different, which is what I do, so I have to level up 2 different types of tiers. For the most part, I have archers with me. I'm trying out them, seeing how they are. I'm not. I kind of like them, but then I'm kind of not as well. It's one of those things that's okay. They're okay, but then they're not. And it just really depends on how you use them. So more or less, I've got archer armor on and everything, but I've got no. I've got the archer's sword and shield on, but I've got my heavy assault troops armor on. So essentially, I have had to go down the archer path as well as the heavy assault path just to get the armor I want, and because you can have guys in reserve and everything, and it helps. Plus, I kind of like both. I really enjoy the heavy assault because they're pretty good in hand-to-hand combat, and you're getting a lot to hand-to-hand combat. So archery is pretty difficult, but I'm kind of getting into the support role there, and that's what archers do. They hang back, they support, they've got abilities, and I'm trying to see whether or not I like it, but I'm not exactly sure. It's just one of those things. I don't know if this game really works that well for it, at least the way it's set up. It's much better for actual heavy assault or spearmen. But anyways, so that's what I've had to do, and I'm getting ready to actually go down right now the spearman path to see if I like it, and of course I'll save that video as well, and I'll go over it. I've got like 3 different videos already, and this one will make a 4th, so I've got several videos of these planned, just like the Glorious Victus. Now I definitely am doing more Glorious Victus. I love that game. It's like crack to me. And I am going to be doing more Eve as well. I'm just going to be doing Eve a little bit slower than Glorious Victus, and And this game here, completely spaced out and forgot the name of it. Tiger Knight Empire War. Wow. But anyways, it's just I'm getting a little bored of it, and I really don't want to. I really don't want to, you know, wear it out. But anyways, so there's that reason why I haven't, you know, put out a whole lot of videos of Eve. Kind of been really slow on that because I really don't want to burn myself out of it. I'm trying other games, you know. So, and these other games, you know, is just absolutely great. One of them, Glorious Victus, it's crack, and now this game is getting crack to me because it's really good. I really love Mountain Blade. I really can't wait for Bannerlord. As soon as Bannerlord gets announced for actual, you know, purchase, you know, it's announced on Steam right now to look at, but no date, no release date, nothing like that, no early access. So I really can't wait to see some Bannerlord, because they've improved a lot of stuff and it's looking really good. And Warband, oh my god, it was great. Oh, also, I'll be doing another, you know, channel update video to do this, to recap, you know, this as well. And to mention this, I just, you know, thought I'd mention here because, you know, I'm excited anyways. Star Marine just got released not too long ago. It's the basically FPS module for Star Citizen. So I definitely want to do that because I've already tried it, you know, done a few rounds. It's still not optimized, so it's still a little not. It's not as smooth, and some things are bullshit, but it's really fun, and the game's coming along really well, and this is exactly what I was waiting for. This module in particular was what I was waiting for, mainly because I also don't have a joystick, and I can't fly worth shit with mouse and keyboard. That's why I haven't really done a whole, plus, you know, not a whole lot of Star Citizen's been added, but now Star Marine has, and that adds even more content. But now you notice I'm having trouble with my name here, and I'm also having trouble with Choose the Camp. Choose the Camp really, I really don't think it does anything, because you start off with we, Shu, and Wu, and Rome is coming soon, so you can't start off with that anyways. And I don't know, I don't think choosing a camp actually works. I guess it's more or less choosing the background of your commander. So I chose Wu because, you know, I liked the background of that a little bit more. And then, you know me, people who stuck with me for a while, and, you know, who were part of my Black Desert Online first impressions. Oh my god, it took like a half hour just to get the name, and it was like 20 minutes of me just sitting there typing in random names. Still couldn't get it, so then I had to cut the video, and then it took me like another hour off video just to get the name, or a name, and granted it's a name I didn't even really like. And but I'm glad this name worked, because I ended up, if you notice the little cut frame, you might not have, I pretty much went off to read about the camps to see if they mattered, and then tried to pick a name. Now, it makes you upgrade, it makes you do all this, so don't worry about it. Those gold stars that you get them, you know, for winning, or for doing matches. It's really nice. But essentially what it is, you know, it's showing me what to do, like how to upgrade troops and how to upgrade myself, and starting off with the Wii. I'm probably saying that wrong, and if I am, I do apologize. But, you know, it's just like that one video, one of my RuneScape guys, where I said car jam volcano, and a guy freaked out. And it's not car jam, it's car jam. You know what? It's car jam now. Just like now, that's Wii, because that's how I pronounce it. Deal with it. And pretty self-explanatory for this. Pretty easy. Now I've leveled up. I leveled up my my general, and I don't know if leveling up gives me abilities or not, because it's just I'm kind of confused on it a little bit. And just like the adjacent adjutant, yeah, adjutant. The why did I say adjacent? The adjutant that you get, I don't know how to level him up. Like, he's still level 1. He's got loyalty, which is good. So I'm still really confused on a lot of this. So if you've got answers to it, leave a comment down below and tell me, so I'm not just sitting here looking like an idiot. Because I think my yeah, my guy's level 12 right now, and I haven't put anything in kind of stats or abilities or anything, if I even get any. And the guy that you start off with, Bo Kai, he's still level 1, but his loyalty's 66. I don't know what any of that does. And yeah, I'm recruiting Bo Kai right now here, and um, I don't really know what these levels are. Is this the level of the hero? Is this a bad hero? Does loyalty make him better? I'm not exactly sure on myself. I probably need to do some reading. And here's the fun part. Wait time in this game is not too long at all. It's pretty quick actually. If it can't find you actual players, it'll put you with bots, which they're not too bad, or it'll do a mix. I've noticed that some of my games, had some players in it and then some bots. And the bots are not too bad. I've actually lost to bots before, and it's kind of embarrassing. So they're not too bad. Use your units that you get wisely and use them to their advantage. Right now, like I said, because I'm doing archers, I keep playing like I keep wanting to take points, especially the recruitment camp, to get more guys in, so I can actually have more archers with me. And I keep wanting to go in, head first and do all that, and then I keep getting screwed because I keep, basically fighting like I have heavy assault infantry or spearmen when they're archers, and they're really bad at melee combat, hand to hand. So I've lost a little bit. I've actually won more than I've lost. Let's see, what's my win rate? My win, it's 65.22%, total rounds 23, 15 wins, 8 losses. It was higher than this, but because like I keep playing to my disadvantages like that, I've kind of screwed myself, as well as I've also noticed people playing this as of right now, not too bad. Now this can be found on Steam, and I will link the where it can be found on Steam, because it is very positive, I believe. I think it's very, very positive. As soon as Steam, but there it goes. There's the black screen again. Come on, Steam. Go to my featured. Seriously? Okay, fine. I'll just go to store page with you. Okay, apparently Steam is having problems. Oh well, whatever. I'll link in the description and I believe this game is very, very positive in the reviews. It's got a lot of people who like it because I mean it's a great game. Now this is the first match. This is really good. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. Now I've also was kind of a little confused why I looked like a filthy peasant when I came from the tutorial and I was looking like a complete badass. Well, it's because in tutorial you're a complete badass because you're max level and you got max equipment and everything, whereas this one you are just a little peasant. You start from tier 1 and you go up to I think tier 8 now. I think there's 8 tiers as of right now instead of 10. 10's planned. But like I said, this is one of the reasons why I was saying this is Mount & Blade meets Total War Arena, because the fighting aspects of it's Mount & Blade, whereas everything else is Total War Arena, especially if you're doing the archers, because the archers play like the onagers from Total War Arena. I need to get some. I actually have to. I'll have to get some. Yeah, I'll have to get some footage of my archer gameplay, where I'm actually using their volley ability. So essentially, it's like the onagers from Total War Arena, and where you've got a top-down satellite view, and you are pretty much picking a spot in the map. You wait till the reticule's blue, and then you just fire. And it can go either where it showed or a little off, and that's just how it works like that. And archers don't do a whole lot of damage, especially if you're fighting infantry that have shields and they're blocking. Now they just blocked all that damage. Now you can bust shields, and it's really cool. I've been in several fights where, you know, I've used my shield to my advantage. You know, enemies use his shield to his advantage, and either broke my shield or I broke yours. So now they no longer have that advantage, and it can be a pain. I'm not sure if you can break weapons in this game. You might be able to, but I've never broken a weapon. I've never had a weapon break on me. So, I don't know. I mean, I know you can break shields in this game, you know, as you block and it takes damage, it can break. I wonder if weapons can, you know, be broken as well. Because that would be pretty interesting. Now I'm doing an execution move on one of the enemy generals here. Although I keep getting hit, so it keeps not wanting to do it. And there we go, smack him right in the face. And victory! And with that, that's, you know, these fights can last a couple minutes to 15 minutes. I think one match lasted like 15 minutes. I don't think I saved that video, but yeah, these matches can last, you know, fairly quick to fairly long. And it can be, you know, pretty a pain. But, you know, each game comes with different people, and it's really interesting. This game is a really good game. I, you know, strongly advise you to try it out, see for yourself, see if you like it. Expect more videos of this to come out, because it's really a great game. I will see you guys later, and thank you for checking out my videos. I'll catch you later.